It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we've got the Bengals leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bengals and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon going alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run, and no matter what, I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 61 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 6. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's moving. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 15 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Colts come in with 2 wins on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Costello. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Miller. Room here to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throwing on first down. Costello. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off play action. Costello. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Costello. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Costello. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Colts, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. But the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this home. He takes this for 3 to the 29. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Costello. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there at a Bengal 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd and 1. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their 1st pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Moody. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Costello. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, Costello. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Costello. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Costello. Trying to improve. And the pressure gets to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Costello. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Costello. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Harris returning. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's taking them on the 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 68 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. So now the Bengals trailing 17-10, 57 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Steele. He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 17.
So the drive there took 6 plays. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A handoff, running left is Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello, he finds his man, complete. That's Flynn. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3.
To throw on third down. Costello. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? What, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here.